Hello my viewers, and welcome to another exciting lesson in Revit architecture. In this lesson, I just want to teach you on how you can create a simple door schedule, as you can see from here. Now, how complex your schedule should be is entirely up to you. I'll show you, the tools that you need to use to create your schedule like this one, okay? And I'll explain the two methods which you can use all within Revit, and it's entirely up to you to decide which method you'd want to use, okay? So the first method that I want to show you, and before I proceed, this is just a small house that where I'll be extracting our schedule from. As you can see, that is our door schedule that I created for this smaller house. And I've mentioned, I'll show you the two methods that are available that I like using. The first one is where you're going to use the schedules. Under the schedules and quantities here, you can create your door schedules, but with this one, you may not have the graphics like with the way we have the doors here. That's why I like using this option, okay? Of course, this one is more of manual, okay? Because the text that you insert here, the descriptions, the specs for the doors, everything is, has to be entered like manually in terms of text, as you can see from here. But the actual size for the door and everything will change, if you just change, the doors within your model right here. But I like using this one because I want it to appear like this, okay? There's also the other method which you can use. This one is here, and I'll explain, as we proceed. Now, if you like what I'm doing on this channel, please make sure that you like, the video, subscribe to this channel, and also share it with all your friends. And for anyone who'd like to learn Revit architecture in a course, okay, I have a dedicated course on Revit architecture with 2 complete projects where you can learn Revit architecture from start to finish. Make sure that you check the links in the description. You might be interested in that, course, okay? So let me not waste time. Let me go ahead and get started in this tutorial. So as I said, there are 2 methods that you can use to create your schedule, okay? I'll go to the first one, okay? I'll go to under the schedules and quantities right here under the view. Then you go to schedules and quantities. If you just click there, you see that you have this one, okay? Forget about this one. First of all, I want to show you the first method. So this one, actually this one, I'll concentrate so much on showing you this one, but I also want to show the possibilities that you can use in terms of using the schedules and quantities. So make sure that you find the category. If it's a door schedule, make sure that you find the doors. So that is the category that you want to use. So make sure that you select on it. You can change the name from here, or you can change later on, as you are going to see. If you want, you can type it here, then just click on OK. So as you can see, you have the category selected there from the field, which is the doors. Then under the available fields, make sure that you now select what you want to, to pick from here to appear under the schedule, okay? Now, I'll not explain the details about this one, but for example, if I just want to show maybe the count, okay, I can show it. If I want to show of course, the height, I want to show the height for my doors, and the level. If I want to show the level for that particular door, I can show it. If I want to show the mark, I can, okay? If I want to show the type, I can. The thickness for the door, I can select on it. So this is entirely up to you, okay? You can pick what you want. So apart from the height, if I also want to show the width for the door, I can do that. And you can see from here, you can pick the parameters that you want to, to display within the schedule. Okay, so assuming that these are the only parameters that I want to show, I can simply go and click on OK. So if I just go ahead and click there, you see that we have, those parameters. Now, as I've said, if you want to learn more on how you can, create such a schedule, okay, whereby you can, count the number of doors within there. You see that here we just have 1 for each, but you can try to combine. If you have 1 type for door, for example, if there are 5, you can go to those properties and change. Please make sure that you comment there to say door schedule. I'll know that you want, okay, for me to go in details on how you can create a door schedule in details using the schedules and quantities. But for this lesson, I just want to show you the possibilities, so you're able to add all these, okay? In some cases, you can even export this one to Excel, add also all the pictures in terms of, the graphic for the door. That is possible all within Revit. But as I've said, if you want such details, make sure that you comment schedule, and I'll do a video dedicated to the use of the schedules and quantities for a door schedule, and indeed any other schedule in Revit. So as you can see, the parameters are there. All you need to do is to, if I just go to, this is a door schedule. As I said, you can rename it from there if you want to rename it. Okay, you can change, the font from here. You can do that. If I just want to pick maybe to make it bold, I can do that. And you see that this information is coming from the model. This means that if I change anything from the door, within the doors there, the parameters will change from here. The height can change, the level change, the thickness and everything, depending on what you are doing within your model right there, as you can see from here. I'll simply go back to that one there, and as I've explained, you are able to place this on your sheet. Okay, if I just go to one of my sheets, let me just create a new sheet from here. I'll just pick, maybe let me pick A1 or A3 from here. I'll select on it. You see that we have the sheet there. If I just go to that schedule and drag it here, I just want to show you that once you do all that, you're able to place it on your sheet, and you see that you have your schedule just like this in this simple way. You can see we have the count, height, level, thickness, and width with this. Okay, so as I said, if you now want to, the other option that you can use, if you just want to add now the graphic for the actual door, you can now go to this one. Okay, the other one, the method that I'll show you on how to create this, but in this case, you just pick, the graphic here, you create a table as I'm going to show you. Don't add all these details here. Okay, but in this case, I'll just drag this one. I show you how you can add it, assuming that, okay, let me do that, assuming that you don't want this one. I'm not in a hurry. I want to show you everything. So I'll also select all that and delete. I'll select the text, all that, and make sure that I simply delete. I want to show you on how you can place this on your schedule. This is one method which you can use. Then I'll go to architecture there. Okay, right here, I want to maybe TR. For trim, then I'll select this one and that one to trim the corners, this one and that one, and I'll finish these corners. Just want to show you on how you can show it there so that you don't just have the text there, but you also want to show this one, okay, using a different, method, as you can see from here. Okay, I'll show you later on where these doors are coming from, but I just want to show you how you can place it side by side on the other schedule by making use of the schedules and quantities. So once you have it there, I'll just select on that one and delete. Okay, you see that you have it like this. Is just an example, of course. You can go to your sheet. Do we have the schedule there on our sheet on A1? Let me see. Okay, it's right here. So what I can do, I can simply select on that one because I don't want to see that is the window schedule. Okay, I'll delete it. Or before I delete, let me use the other sheet that I just, created. That is the A3 sheet. Is it this one? Yeah, actually it's here. So what you can do now is to simply, okay, let me delete this one because it will not allow me to place it on a different sheet. So having created your schedule like that, using the schedules and quantities, now you can go to the legend, it's appearing, and then you can drag it on your sheet and place it maybe somewhere here. Okay, so this is one method that you can use. The goodness with this method is that the data here for these doors will change, okay, according to the changes that you do within your model. So this one is not like, it's more or less automated, because if I change anything within my my smaller house, the smaller house there within the model, it could be the doors or anything depending on the schedule that you are trying to create here, all the data here and all the sizes will change. Okay, but I like using the other option. Okay, as I showed you the schedule that I created, okay, the one which I just deleted, and that's the one I want to show on how you can create, because I want everything to be in one table. Okay, so it's up to you to decide the method that you want to use. So let me show you how to do the other method. Okay, it's like not automated, it's manual, but I like using it. So it's up to you to decide the method that you'd want to use. So what I'll do, I'll go to the legends right here. I'll just click there, then right click. And before I do that, let me select this one. I've already showed you what you are supposed to do. right click and also delete this one. Then I'll go to legends and right click and click new legend. Okay, then from there I can change the scale to 1 to 100. So that's the scale and click on OK. So this is just a blank sheet. Okay, it's like an AutoCAD environment whereby you can use the 2D items and also put in your legends there, which could be any component like the doors, the windows, and other components as you're going to see. So once you do this, you can go to annotate there, then go to component and click on legend from here. You see that these are the legends that you can bring in. Now from here, the family, you can pick all these families are the ones you can insert. Okay, so whether you are combining the schedules and quantities and that legend which I placed below there, you still have to come here so that you place those legends and then create a table, a smaller one of course, and place it underneath. Or you can just create a complete schedule within this environment and place it on your sheet, as we are going to do it in what I'm just doing now. So now from here, you can start now finding what you want to add. If I want this door, you see that I'm able to pick it like that. That is door 1, the way I was naming it. I can go to other things like door 3. You see, I'm able to align it there. So these are the legends. As you can see here, we have the actual view and also the elevation. So if I change this one to maybe to say we have the front and the back, if I go to the floor plan, you see that it's going to change like that. And if I want to place it below there, I can do that. If I want to place it there, I can do like that. Now this one is maybe door 3. I want this one to, since this one is door 2, I also want the one to be door 2. So it's just a matter of selecting on that one and switching it to the other one, which is door number 2. You see that it's going to adapt. So I'll not waste so much time on this one. I've explained. Make sure that you go to the legends. Make sure that if you want a plan, a front or a back, you can do that. Then go there and pick the doors that you want, depending on how you are modeling within your model and the naming, the way you are naming it. So the other door, maybe if it's door number 1, I can do that and align it on top or bottom there, click there. The other tip that you can use, you can select on that, hold the control and the left mouse, drag it, place it there. It's a shortcut for copy, and simply change from there to maybe plan so that you know that you have that one. Then you can drag it by using the mouse, just like that. Now, once you do that, you can now go to annotate actually and use a detail line. So these are just lines, just like AutoCAD now. And you can, draw this table the way you want it to be. I don't want the hidden line. Okay, I'll select there and just use maybe medium lines. I can start now. Now, this is entirely up to you, the way you want your tables to be, the way you design your schedule within your office there, the details that you want to add. This is now pure AutoCAD. I can't explain more than what I'm doing because this is now straightforward and these are just lines. Make sure that you just go to annotate, then pick the detail lines, and you are able to, to pick the lines. Let me just escape once, detail lines, and you can pick the lines from here depending on what you are trying to do. Okay, then once you design your table the way you want it to be, you can go to annotate once again and go to text. You can, start, this is normal text here. If that's where you want your door 1 to be, or not change the case, it's up to you. You can type in anything. If it's text that you want, you can do that. And you are able to create your schedule the way I showed you in the picture in that simple way. So these are the methods that you can use. You can either use the schedules and quantities and then just extract those graphics there and put it below, or you can create a complete schedule within here. So once again, if you like what I'm doing, make sure that you subscribe and like my videos, and see you in some upcoming tutorials in future.